One final rotation left here at the U.S. Championships. It is Simone Biles in the lead, looking for win number 7 in the all-around. Suni Lee in second, Jordan Chiles rounding out the top 3. Check out our Believe You Will performance presented by Guaranteed Rate and the great Simone Biles.
And just from the beginning, I mean, we talk about this all night long, but not only does she do skills nobody in the entire world like this one right here, the Biles, but she performs everything with such ease. Almost makes you think that you could also do that.
Nope, not me.
That's hysterical.
Believe You Will performance presented by Guaranteed Rate, and she will finish up on uneven bars. I want to take a look, though, at what Riley McCusker did on uneven bars, and that's what she's competing in the 2017 Bars Champs, and maybe making a bid to get an individual spot on the U.S. Olympic team.
Well, she hoped to be in the hunt for the team, but had a big injury at the U.S. Classic when she landed a vault. But she is spectacular in her own right on bars. This is the coolest combination right here. Gonna try to do 3 in a row. Now right back up again. Oh.
Dismount, a new one for her this year, double front half.
That ankle doesn't look like it bothers her.
That's Jade Carey's dad. She's down in Arizona now training. She's moved. New coach is so happy. And 15.1. I mean, that's a number that would have won a silver medal at the last World Championships.
Absolutely, and it beat out Suni Lee today, who got a 14.9. Suni did not have the same difficulty. You see that difficulty there, 6.4. Suni's difficulty today was only 6.2 because she missed those connections. She's capable of 6.8, but that's a medal-worthy routine. That can get it done.
And coming back off that injury, so pretty impressive what she did earlier tonight here. 19 years of age, originally from New Jersey. So we keep talking about those Olympic spots because it's certainly on the minds of athletes coming in these several weeks, and less than 3 weeks away from the start of the Olympic trials. The top 2, the Olympic trials, they're locks. They make the team, and then the next 2 spots are selected by the committee. Jade Carey's wrapped up an individual spot. She could still, if she's in the top 2, make the team, for example, and then 1 more spot.
Yeah, and you know, it really is going to come down to the Olympic trials. You know, every single competition obviously counts. They're looking at everything, and from the sense of consistency as well. You know, it's not just about delivering at the Olympic trials. Over the last even 4 or 5 years, the World Championships, other international competitions. And
those 2 selections, number 3 and 4, this very much factors into the choices, the national championships. Jordan Chiles now uneven bars.
Great handstand right there. Huge air.
Good combination right here.
Almost looked like he touched her on that. He didn't assist her, but it looked like he touched her.
If he did, that's going to be a huge deduction. Hopefully not. There you go, Jordan.
Mom loves it. Yes.
Halfway there, 2 more meets like this at the final Olympic trials, and she will be one of those 4.
Still really close, that race for second. She and Suni Lee behind Simone Biles. We'll see. Check the number here in a moment. But so good the last couple of events that we have watched her.
So let's take a look to see if he touched her.
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
So close. You know, it really kind of becomes habit. A lot of the coaches stand in between the bars like that, and sometimes doing that too often, you have to remind yourself, but obviously Laurent knows what he's doing, so.
She's about 0.4 of a point behind Suni Lee going into this final rotation. Suni Lee will be on beam. So we wait for that number, and meanwhile, Chelsea Memel getting ready. World uneven bars champ back in 2003.
And I'll tell you what, she got some major air day one. Ended up not being able to put the entire routine together. What did she say, Nastia?
The first day of competition?
Yeah, she said she hadn't really done an entire routine together all at one time.
And that's, you know, extremely difficult to obviously come out here in a competition and put that together when the nerves are high, when the pressure is high.
You failed the quiz, by the way.
I failed the quiz.
I'm sorry.
14-6, the uneven
Thanks,
bar.
Tim. Thank you.
You told me the story.
But the teacher didn't say there was going to be a quiz.
Pop quiz.
All right, here's Chelsea now.
So the big release combo comes right off the top. Here we go. Oh.
Husband and the kids trying to cheer her back on the bars. Her dad out there helping.
She's voicing too much to her dad, and it was just a little bit too much oomph. I think she'll do it again. I don't know, maybe not. No. No, she's not going to. And that's the same mistake she made night one. Supposed to do a half turn at the end of that. And that's going to be a day for Chelsea Memel. I don't know about you guys, but I'm proud to know her.
Hey guys, the opportunity to have your kids see you compete. You know, athletes talk about that and say, I wish that my kids could see me in my prime compete. And she's back here out competing against the very best, and they're in the stands to watch her. Disappointment there, but overall some kind of experience and pretty inspirational. So Simone Biles still to come. Uneven bar. She'll wrap it up with that. The 2021 U.S. Gymnastics Championships are brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. Visit progressive.com. By Angie, formerly Angie's List, your home for everything home. And by Prevagen, the #1 pharmacist recommended memory support brand. Had some storms move through last night, but a beautiful night tonight in Fort Worth. Been great for Simone Biles. One event left. Doesn't like uneven bars.
Not just doesn't like.
Hates, okay, use the word. Hates uneven bars. But she was second best on night one. And again, trying to wrap up her 7th U.S. all-around title.
When she first came back, she said she was pushed by this couple here, Laurent especially, who is known to be a great bar coach. He coached Madison Koshin, who was world champion and part of the Olympic gold team in Rio. She said she had a major goal to get a lot better on it, and after she accomplished that, she said it kind of wasn't as fun anymore.
So far, so good. Struggled with this skill right here. Not today. Beautiful.
Big dismount. 2 flips, 2 twists, 1 piece of air.
There you go. 7-time national champion.
History books again.
These championships have seen so many legends over the years, so many icons of the sport, but with 7 titles now to her name, it's pretty safe to say that nobody has ever shined brighter on this stage.
Well, that's for sure. She is something else, I'll tell you. Can you imagine if there was actually somebody to push her? I mean,
she pushes herself.
Well, she does.
You know?
She certainly does, and has done a great job with that.
It is fascinating, though, because any athlete needs another athlete to push them, and it seems like she doesn't. She just takes it to a new level all the time.
Jordan Childs was very emotional from the moment she finished that bar routine. For her, halfway to her Olympic dream. Simone's already had one. The dream came true, and she's going to do it up even bigger this time.
Here's that dismount. As Tammy mentioned, 2 flips, 2 twists. But again, take a look at how high she gets just above the bar. Look at this. Spots the ground. Easy for her.
And we talk about the Olympics all the time. How about every year what she does at the World Championships? Most decorated gymnast, man or woman, in the history of the World Championships. 25 medals, 19 of them gold.
That's ridiculous.
Come on. So we'll get that high number in a moment. But Leanne Wong in 9th, so top 10 here after 3 rotations into the final rotation on vault.
And that was a great vault. Beautiful form in the air. Just a little bit on the landing. Her shoulders were just over a bit, piked down. But again, you see that execution, 9.15 out of a 10.0.
And Simone Biles, 14.7. 8.5 for execution, uneven bars.
Could have been a little higher, in my opinion.
What do we have, 15.1, I think?
Yes, yeah.
Right? The highest?
And Suni was 14.9.
Speaking of Suni Lee, so it comes down to this for her, that race for second place. She would need a 14.2 or better, the number to wrap up second. Paying close attention to family.
Scored a 13.9 night 1, but she can be better than that.
Now on board the Barnett's MJ Fraser.
Excellent. So much harder than it looks. Just jump down off the couch right now and give that a try in the middle of your living room 3 times around.
I'm going to do it here in the booth.
Beautiful leap connection there. So far, very calm and confident.
Wow. Yeah, we're deducting, Nastia.
I'm not sure.
This is awesome. Oh. Almost perfect. So hard, though. The aerial cartwheel into 2 back layout step outs. Really good. Really, really good. Been dealing with a lot of different things, as we've said over and over through the competition. She thinks she'll be 100% by trials in just a little under 3 weeks, and I can't envision, I think you said this about Brody Malone last night, I can't envision a team going to Tokyo without Suni Lee. Really gorgeous combination, though. Watch this side aerial right into a layout step out, and then another one just a little bit off. Every time you add something on top of another one, it amplifies the errors.
And here's that dismount. So same entry that we saw from Simone. 2 back handsprings, just a double twist. Little leg separation on the landing. But always great to end a 2-day competition, especially national championships, with a hit routine. And by the way, ending on beam is a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah, starting or ending.
I think it's always nerve-wracking, but yeah. I think starting or ending.
One's worse than the other, though, right? Starting?
I think it depends on who you ask. I think for me, I didn't love ending on it, but
you didn't mind starting.
Correct.
Suni's talked about the time during the pandemic too. Said she's really grown up a lot and thought about and learned about the world well beyond gymnastics, and has a different perspective on everything now, and maturity as well. Still just 18 years of age. So we wait for that number. Again, 14.2 is what she would need to get that second place. Jordan Childs has been in that race for second as well throughout the 2 nights.
She's got to be 3/10 better than she was night 1. I think that was a 3/10 better routine.
Gonna have to wait. The judge is still deciding as we take you over to Jade Carey, who's in a share of 5th going into the final rotation. Getting set on floor.
And she introduced in training a triple twisting double layout, never been done before. Not planning on doing that tonight, but there's a possibility that she'll do a really tricky pass in the middle of her routine.
This opening tumbling pass, still very difficult. Wow.
And that's where she was possibly going to do a double twisting double. Opted to just play it a little safe.
Great routine for Jade. Has a lot more difficulty, as we have mentioned, that it will be coming at the Olympic trials. And then, of course, in Tokyo next month, has already qualified. Has to be just a huge relief. You know, going into a competition like this, knowing, of course, every competition matters, but
so we wait for that number, but the number for Suni Lee, and that's more than enough. How about 14.7 for the effort on balance beam, and that is definitely going to put her in second place.
Fantastic. They gave her all of her difficulty, all of her connections. Spectacular. She does this 2 more times, locks into place as the second gymnast.
Guys, what a night, and once again, it's Simone Biles who wins it, and we send it over to Andrea.
Simone, you know, that's exactly what makes Simone the greatest of all time, not only in her own way, but just as an incredible teammate. But look at this, triple twisting, double back, the Biles.
Make the impossible look simple. She does it all day long. Used to be a rough event for her. She has transformed herself on bars. Wow.
And it's not just Simone Biles. Overall, guys, I mean, we saw them compete, many of the same gymnasts a couple of weeks ago, and you walked away saying, well, there were some mistakes. They weren't quite sharp. This week has been different, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, and it's only, I think, going to get even better. They're going to get stronger, more confident in the next few weeks of training the next time we see them at the Olympic trials.
And those are the